Yeah. So what are we doing? We are going to play Cthulhu Saves Christmas, and the way this is happening is kind of technologically unbelievably stupid, which is that I got this game for free on Google Stadia. And so to prevent my PC from being a bogged down mess, and because it has to be streamed from somewhere, I'm streaming it through my MacBook, which is connected to the capture card that I normally use for game consoles, with a PS4 controller hooked up to it, and audio routing happening through a bunch of shenanigans channels. So hopefully everything can be heard. It sounds decent, looks okay. It's Christmas time, so we're gonna play a Christmassy game, and yeah, here we go. "'Twas the night before Christmas when all through Relay, we're gonna say Relay. Not a creature was fighting, not one in a fray." Oh yeah, see, it has to rhyme with fray. "No stockings were hung by the chimney with care, they all had been naughty, no St. Nicholas there. Cthulhu was nestled all snug in non-Euclidean space, with visions of destruction lighting up his cold face. When out of the altar there rose such a clatter that Cthulhu toppled out of bed to see what was the matter." "There shall be no more poetry in my game, narrator." "I promise nothing." "But what's this? A present from Santa. This cannot be. Goodness knows I've been anything but good this year." "And yet it was a present, and it did have a tag indicating that it was from Santa." Cthulhu opens the present. "Yah, what foul sorcery is this?" A dark mist envelops Cthulhu, stripping his power away from him. "Not my power. That's one of my favorite things. Without my power, how am I supposed to destroy the world? No, this shall not stand. I shall have my revenge. I will not rest until the blood of Santa adorns my blade." "Excuse me, but I do believe this is a family-friendly game." "Do I look family-friendly to you?" Plus, this game is literally called Cthulhu Saves Christmas. This is going to be one of those indie games. "And save it I shall. Santa has lost his marbles. He must be stopped. To the surface world, my quest for vengeance begins." He seems kind of chipper about it. Oh. Just like... On the beachy shore bordered by the cliffs of insanity, Cthulhu spots a maiden beset by horrible monsters. A tutorial battle approaches. Basic Tutorial 1. Recharge items. Hyper. Most characters' abilities can be used once and then they're disabled. Use a defend command like rest to recharge a character's abilities. Okay. Items are shared by the party. They are recharged at the start of battle but cannot be recharged mid-battle. Characters gain a hyper point each turn. When a character reaches the max hyper amount, they go into hyper mode. In hyper mode, abilities are enhanced. They may deal more damage, have more targets, or other bonuses. Plan ahead and make sure you have a powerful ability ready to take advantage of hyper mode. Okay, what do I got? Slash. Oh, that one's reusable. Tentacles. Dark Blast. Causes insanity. Unstoppable. Oh, just healing. Muck. Necronomicon. Insane Bane. And Power Ailment. Lightning. Okay. Which causes air damage. Right. And Taunt. Ooh. Thank you. Oh, my gingerbread. You're Cthulhu, right? Just look at me. These tentacles and wings don't lie. I know granting boons is not in your nature, but I'm sure you'll make an exception for me. I need your help. She's gonna be like a Christmas goof. Oh, hello, Tiny Panda. I got this game for free, but it's on Google Stadia, and so I have a big hot mess trying to stream out the game and audio to separate hardware so that it's not a nightmarish burden. But not only is this game on theme, but it's actually fairly well rated. So I figured, it's Christmas time. Hard pass. Don't get your tinsel in a twist. I just need a teensy tiny favor, and I'll be sure to make it worth your while. I doubt that, but continue. I am the Snow Maiden, Crystal Claus, defender of the Winter Highlands and spreader of holiday joy. I need your help to rescue my grandfather, Santa Claus. You're kidding, right? Have you seen the title of this video game? She's not kidding. The League of Christmas Evil has kidnapped Santa Claus. So pay the ransom fee and be done. They don't want money. They want Santa out of the way so they can take over the holiday for themselves. They've been sending anti-presents, packages that when opened give the recipient the opposite of what they most desire. That must be why I felt my power draining. If they were powerful enough to kidnap Santa, they must be packing some serious firepower. Since your name is literally in the title, you have to be super strong, right? True, I am indeed mighty, even when operating at less than optimal levels. Oh, I also have my Christmas mug. If you help me rescue Santa, I guarantee that you'll be permanently on Santa's good list. No more coal, actual presents. But if I were to wish for the power to destroy the world, I'll make sure it's granted. Really? Santa's going to give me the power to destroy the world? That feels off-brand. I might have reservations, but I'm sure when I explain to him what happens at the beginning of Cthulhu Saves the World, he'll be fine with it. You have a deal. I shall save Christmas, only to destroy it. Cthulhu and Crystal Claus have joined forces. And I got an achievement. I got a Stadia achievement. Basic Tutorial 2. Running. Menus. Save. Encounters. Hold the cancel button while moving to run faster. Or you can go to the other settings menu and set running as the default. Why is that not always the default? Press the main menu button and you can adjust your equipped abilities, change your equipment, and more. Yeah, it was right, Panda. I have no idea what this must be doing to my networking, like the lag that this is probably introducing to the stream. Hopefully once it gets out to Twitch, everything is in line, like audio, video, and everything, because there's a lot happening here. When traveling in dangerous areas, the encounter meter will fill up. When full, you'll be attacked. If you press the confirm button quickly when a battle is about to start, you can avoid the battle. After defeating a certain number of enemies in a single region, the encounter meter will stop filling up, allowing you to explore freely. That's awesome. You'll also get some bonus XP when you clear out all the enemies in an area. If you're feeling bloodlusty or just want more XP, you can start a battle manually from the main menu. Interesting. Do the bare minimum, destroy everything in sight, or anything in between. The choice is yours. Why couldn't I run it from the same PC? So I had reservations about streaming that much video data in and then immediately sending it right back out. I agree that in theory it should be just like streaming a YouTube video, which should work fine, but I don't know. I didn't trust it. So, we've got the crazy nightmare setup instead. Oh, yeah. Auto run. Insanity abilities and unite moves. Yeah, exactly, right? Doesn't seem like it's that much processing, but you know, it's the transcoding and decoding, I think. So, yeah, so crazy hardware setup. Each character can equip 4 regular abilities and 1 recharge ability, and the remaining 3 slots are your insanity abilities. Insanity abilities aren't chosen, they just pop up randomly from abilities you don't have equipped. As you level up, you'll gain more abilities, including some that only have a chance to appear as insanity abilities. Don't like the current insanity ability setup? Whenever you recharge your abilities, the game re-rolls for new insanity abilities. One more thing, now that you have 2 characters in your party, you can use Unite abilities. Each Unite ability can only be used once per battle and cannot be recharged. Unite abilities start out weak, but the longer the battle progresses, the more powerful they become. Huh. Yeah, the game is technically happening on my Mac, correct. Unite abilities gain 10% charge each turn, maxing out at 100% charge on the character's 10th turn. Using Unite ability while hyper gives an extra 20% charge beyond the listed amount. It's like you use it 2 turns later. The extra charge cannot exceed the Unite ability's 100% charge cap, but can be used for more powerful unites earlier in the battle. That's all for now. We now return you to your regularly scheduled battle already in progress. Ice damage, healing, stunning, regen, earth damage, physical damage, air damage. Why is lightning air damage? And inspire. Am I a little bit more insane? You got a pain pill. This item bestows a buff that lets you survive a fatal blow. Neat. Hi, Panda Mom. Merry Christmas. You got a strong wand. Equip abilities. Equip equipment. Equip items. Sells better than the weak wand. Oh. Yay. Leveled up Cthulhu. I feel like this game is shoving a lot of mechanics in my face super fast. That's okay. But they don't really drip stuff out to you. Pixel art's really pretty. Music is pleasant so far. Really leaning hard into the ridiculousness of everything. Oh, right. I need to be saving. Save spots don't appear, and saving doesn't happen on its own. Jack Frost, so you're the one who's up to snow good. Release my grandfather. Oh, oh, oh. The League of Christmas Evil has lived in the shadow of that old coot for far too long. Now it's our time to shine. If by shine you mean the Japanese word for to die, then you are correct. It's a JRPG. You have to admit some of the players are familiar with melodramatic Japanese battle cries. I don't have to admit anything. That's the point. With the big man out of the picture, I'm in charge. You talk big, but this early in the game, there's no way you have the stats to back that up. Basic Tutorial 4, Ailments. See, we're not even out of the tutorial yet. I'm a tutorial boss? This cannot be! Where was I? Basic Tutorial 4, Ailments. There are 7 ailments: Insanity, Stun, Disarm, Poison, Charm, Enrage, and Vulnerable. The first and most important ailment is Insanity. Make an enemy insane and they'll take more damage from dark attacks and deal slightly more damage. Insanity always succeeds, but other ailments aren't guaranteed. You may need multiple attempts to wear down an enemy's ailment HP. Stun skips a turn, Disarm lowers attack, Poison takes damage each turn. These ailments are easier to inflict when the enemy is sane. Charm attacks allies, Vulnerable lowers defense, and Rage lowers AoE damage and is easily taunted. These ailments are easier to inflict against insane enemies. One last thing, each time you inflict an ailment on an enemy, the enemy gains ailment HP, for that ailment making it harder to inflict again. Are you done? So boring. I was just doing my job. Don't be sad, narrator. I'm sure with the power of the tutorial of ailments, we're sure to win this battle. Ho ho ho! Enough tutorializing. Let's fight. Oh, he's got like a little army. God, there's just so many mechanics just handed to you right in the beginning. Oh, they have little flavor text. It shows all the stuff he's weak against. How friendly. Call Kraken. Oh, and we put him down. Gained an abilities, plural. I can't believe I lost to a tentacle man and Santa's little brat. We slayed you, and don't you forget it. Enough idle chat. Tell us about the League of Christmas Evil. Oh, you are too weak to deal with the other 6 members of the League of Christmas Evil. Tell us which League member has Santa Claus. Never. You're just gonna have to interrogate them all yourself. There's no chance that the next League villain will fight as the Claus, is there? The players who spent good money on this game would be rather disappointed if that was the case. I didn't spend money on this game. They probably got this game in one of those 10 million games for a penny bundle. Let them be disappointed. He's not wrong. Since I've been defeated, I might as well give you a tip. You'll never rescue Santa unless you master the power of relationships. Don't you mean relationships? It's my game. I'm from Relay. The terrible pun stays. Spend time with different people in town to improve your relationships and get cool stuff. I like cool stuff. Defeat the other Christmas League of Evil members, forge lasting relationships with others, and you just may rescue Santa. Whatever. You can't tell me what to do. If I rescue Santa, it'll be on my own terms. What's this feeling? Oh, I see. I'm being summoned away into a different RPG franchise. Now that that's over with, let's head to Christmas Land. Man. Weird. So weird. Welcome to Christmas Land, the Christmassiest, where's the emphasis go in that word? Christmassiest place on earth. I can practically feel the goodwill toward men seeping into me. I'll get blitzing on finding our next Christmas League of Evil target, but it could take me a while. It'll take a week. It will always take a week. You heard the narrator. That leaves you with plenty of free time to take in the sights and make friends. I will forge unbreakable relationships, bonds with others, but only for my own dark purposes. And in doing so, you'll discover that the love of Christmas was inside you all along. Or everyone else will go insane and their tormented spirits will make my tummy happy. Either way, it'll be fun. I've booked you a room at one of the nicest places in town. Here, let me show you. Crystal takes Cthulhu to his hotel room. Not bad, minion. This room will suffice. Now what should I do with the rest of my day? It's time to go to sleep. It's not even noon yet. Doesn't matter. One activity a day. Them's the rules. You're not the boss of me. Cthulhu feels incredibly tired and decides to go to bed. Aw, he's so cute when he's sleeping. I wonder what would happen if I stick his hand in a bowl of water. It is now Christmas Eve the 2nd. This feels wrong. Okay, let's see. Spend time with Crystal, and I'll get a shield wand. Spend time at the mall, and I'll get a fencing sword. Post office, enchanted tunic. Movies, snow robe. Soup kitchen, fur tunic. Expedition, big sword. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Said that it always takes a week in between finding the other guys, so will I get to do all these? I mean, I want a big sword. In a bar, Cthulhu discovers a lead on a cool expedition. Cthulhu sends Crystal to go complete it. Crystal returns. We left Christmas Land and took a bus to Innsmouth. I had a good feeling. This area is famous for unholy abominations, but I tried my best. As a result, we were able to get it. There's one inn that really stood out. I booked a room with Faith. Inside was a treasure I'd never seen before. A big sword! So this job was a big success. This is such a weird, like, Final Fantasy Tactics allusion. You got a big sword. The weapon for Cthulhu is very big and very sword. It is now Christmas Eve the 3rd. Yep. Okay. Just in case, though. Cthulhu decides to spend some time with Crystal. So what's fun to do in this joint? I have just the place in mind. Crystal leads Cthulhu to a large park. There's a large outdoor ice skating rink filled with happy skaters. There's also a massive Christmas tree that's so tall the top can barely be seen. I love it here. Being able to control ice with a wave of my hand makes it easy to do well at ice skating, but besides that, it's so peaceful here. Sometimes I like to find a bench to sit on and just gaze up, look at the star on the tree and also at the stars in the sky. Cthulhu, do you remember your first Christmas? I remember my first Christmas like it was yesterday. A particularly eager cultist had brought me my first Christmas present. It was his little sister, you see. Sure, she was sane at the time, but a few days of staring at me and reading the ancient text fixed that. Watching the drool spill out of the corners of her mouth really helped me understand the joy of the season. It's horrifying. It's not understanding the joy of the season at all. Maybe for you. For me, it did my cold heart good to see how far that poor wretch had fallen. I can see that I have a lot of work to do if I'm going to get you to understand the joy of Christmas. But I'm just the person for the job. Oh, I'm so excited. I'll make sure to have a strategy all planned out for the maximum Christmas spirit. This is going to be so fun. I can hardly wait. On the way home, Cthulhu spots a dog chewing on a weird-looking stick. A short tussle later, the dog is relieved of its chew toy. Cthulhu got a shield wand. This weapon for Crystal boosts her defense. It is now Christmas Eve the 4th. Oh, I can just keep spending time with her over and over. Interesting. Cthulhu decides to go to the soup kitchen. Welcome, my brother, to our humble refuge to the downtrodden. Here, take this seat by the fire. Don't mind if I do. Let me pour you out a bowl of stew. Give it a try. Made it myself. Not bad. That's a bit of a kick. Yes, this will do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to tend to the others. Take your time. I'll just help myself to another bowl. Cthulhu, what are you doing here? Just enjoying a comfy chair and good food at non-existent prices. What are you doing here? I'm helping the poor and the needy. That's what this place is for, not for moochers like you. I'm no moocher. I'm just eating food without paying for it. That's good business sense. That's the very definition of moochery, you big moochy moocher. Tread carefully. You wouldn't want to say anything you'll regret later. I know just the solution here. You're going to pay back this establishment for the food you took. Fine. How much can one bowl of soup cost? $10? They don't need money. They need volunteers. You're going to come back here tomorrow and help out. Cthulhu help out for free? That's ridiculous. Show up here again, or else I'm crashing this game. You wouldn't dare. Oh, wouldn't I? I'd add one array out of bounds error, and this whole video game will end. Saves deleted. Game over. Fine, for the good of the players, I will give in to your ridiculous demands. Cthulhu sees a pile of clothing next to a take me sign. Cthulhu got a fur tunic. This armor for Cthulhu defends against the cold. Yeah, it is very doki doki. That's true. It is now Christmas Eve the 5th. So I mean, I'm gonna go back, right? Because this is the real trick, is that there's enough things for you to do everything every day, but some things you can do more than once, some things you have to do more than once. Gotta play it carefully. Cthulhu decides to go back to the soup kitchen. Yeah, I fought Jack Frost and some random Transformer knockoffs and things. There's battles. I'm just in between story missions. You gotta do this. There you are. I had my doubts at first, but I knew you'd come through in the end. Blackmail does have that effect. It's not blackmail if it's for a good cause. Now let's get to serving some stew. Here's our first visitor. 1 scoop of soup for you, 1 scoop for me. 1 for you, 2 for me. Hey, this is fun. It's not the way this works. No scoops for you until we're done. Can't charitably give on an empty stomach. There's not going to be any left for anyone else if you don't stop. Their fault for not coming sooner. Besides, we can just magic up some more stew. Feeling like there's going to be a lot of Cthulhu words in here that I'm going to have no idea how to pronounce without cutting out parts of my tongue and cheeks. See? More stew. You can't possibly expect to serve this glop to needy individuals. Is this even meat? It's practically meat. Besides, you said it yourself. These people are needy. They can't afford to be picky. It's not the point. This place gives out only the best. I'm afraid if we served these people your stew, they'd pass out. It's proven to be non-lethal in 5 out of 9 clinical trials. If it's so safe, you eat it. No, I couldn't possibly. I'm trying to watch my figure. Just go home. I was a fool to think you'd learn anything from this experience. I hope this has been a valuable lesson for you. Never teach me anything. I think I'll just take a little soup to go before I leave. Cthulhu got warm soup. This item regenerates HP. Cthulhu feels a pressure on his head as if someone is trying to smother him with a pillow. This is in fact what is happening. Wakey, wakey! Get off of me! Wake up, Cthulhu. I found someone who knows where a League of Christmas Evil member is hiding. This is Baba Yaga. I'm Baba Yaga-chan. Pleased to meet you, boss. The League of Christmas Evils in the last place you'd expect. Santa's very own toy workshop. When the cat's away, the mice will play. I only do chicken metaphors. When the chicken's away, the chicken will play. Makes sense. The chickens are on vacation, so they're having a good time and playing. Not particularly relevant, though. So, new girl with the chicken on your head, what's with the chicken on your head? I like chickens. That's it? I'm a trendsetter. Everyone will be wearing a chicken on their head next season. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga. I think I've heard of you. Aren't you supposed to be a lot older? I'm actually a 1,000-year-old witch. I just look like a kid. Seriously? No, that's nuts. Anyone who tells you that is covering for something. What you see is what you get. Indeed. Thanks for the lead. Let's go to Santa's workshop tomorrow. I'm coming with. I hardly think we need to take some kid. And a chicken. Don't be dissing Cluck Cluck. On our quest, we can handle things just fine by ourselves. And that's where you're wrong. Baba Yaga and Cluck Cluck have joined your party. I hate it when he does that. In combat, Baba can gain chicken power. Using a chicken move will spend all chicken power in order to boost the ability's power. At 100% chicken power, chicken moves are twice as effective. At 200%, use the power of chickens wisely in order to save Christmas. If she wants to join us on our noble quest to rescue Santa, I say the more the merrier. I don't want to rescue Santa. He can stay out of the picture forever for all I care. Look at me, I'm Santa and I'm big fat stupid head. What? Surely you can't mean that. Santa's been stiffing me on presents for years. I'm gonna find him and make him give me what's rightfully mine, with interest. I've changed my mind. Baba Yaga, let's make the big man pay. You got it, boss. I feel like I'm losing control of the narrative. Tell me about it. Just a few days ago, this place was bustling with the happy sounds of elves hammering, sewing, and otherwise building toys. Unfortunately, the Elvis Union has a strict no Santa, no work policy. As soon as Santa was kidnapped, they all abandoned their posts. Good guys have loyal followers. Santa's just a no-good capitalist piggy slave driver. Providing all the milk and cookies anyone could want is hardly the action of a slave driver. Whatever he is, he's a meal ticket to getting my powers back. We better search the place. Maybe we'll find some leftover toys. I doubt it. This place looks cleaned out. What's that, Cluck Cluck? You smell trouble. It's a little known fact that chickens have an amazing sense of smell, one that rivals the fiercest bloodhounds. I don't think that's true. Besides the regular assortment of random encounter monsters, Cluck Cluck says she detects the presence of 12 bad little boys. The Yule lads. They've been eyeing Granddad's Christmas kingdom for years. They'll be eyeing a new kingdom soon. A black eye. It's just such puns. Wait a minute. Why is it up? Oh, duh. Weak against Earth, you say? Ah, disarmed. And Cthulhu's the guy getting damage dealt. You got a poison mist. Weak against poison and physical attacks? I wonder what the difficulty scaling between the difficulties are. This seems... I mean, I know it's super early in the game, but it seems pretty easy. I mean, I'm here for the nonsense, so it's okay. Wind, poison, and floofy magic. Tentacles. Yep. Got an antidote. Other random encounters are across. It's like the whole location, not just literally each screen. Chicken up. And they're done. Treasure. Am I gonna go all the way back around for that one treasure? Oh. So much wrapping paper. See a lot more gift prepping where you were gonna send out gifts than I do for like making gifts. fools. Can't leave Cthulhu at full power. He will Cthulhu all over you. Huh. And even at friggin' 10% strength, it still hit decently hard. Tinker dress. For the girl that loves gadgets. So, one thing that just seems like it has to be the easiest difficulty only is you heal 100% in between every fight. You just have to survive the fight, and then you're good. What? Why weren't you stunned? What even is the point of stunning? Only 2 battles left. I feel like I want to see what happens when you clear an area out. And then I can explore freely. Boom. Good job, Cthulhu. Oh, that's coming. Random encountered. How is your robots not weak against lightning? Your robots. See, enemies actually do a fair amount of damage. So I guess it kind of makes sense that you heal after every fight, since they're they're sort of treating each one as its own little, like, kind of technical encounter. Santa has abandoned you all. If you want any toys, you're going to have to bow to us, y'all. You don't get any points for rhyming all with y'all. You rat. Santa hasn't abandoned us. He's been kidnapped. No, I'm Dragon. Rat is over there. Huh? Hi there. With Santa out of the picture, we decided that it was time to go global. And what's more global than China? Our Icelandic names are so hard to pronounce for the rest of the world, but everybody knows the animals of the Chinese zodiac. Wait, so that means that one of you is named Chicken? Rooster, actually. Chicken would be better. Call yourselves whatever you want. Release the jolly old man to us or perish. There's 12 of us and only 3 of you. You're the ones who are going to do the perishing. Actually, the game engine only allows 5 enemies at a time. 7 of you are going to have to sit this one out. No fair. And the Yule Cat gets a spot on the roster, so technically only 4 of the Yule lads get to fight. 4 of you and a cat versus 1 of me? I like these odds. Don't forget about us. Yeah, they're actually going for it. Got a little 3D egg. Like a wireframe egg. Cthulhu. Okay, got one of them. I just friggin' put a ton of them down all at once. Defeated. We beat them, boss. Can we have a rematch with the other 7 Yule lads? No, that would be needlessly repetitive. Chestnuts. Now that we've defeated you, thanks to a game engine limitation, you must tell us where Santa is. He's not here. I can tell you that much. How ridiculous would it be for us to hide Santa in his own workshop? Now you're going to have to face the other 5 members of Christmas League of Evil first. Give us the leftover workshop toys. We smashed them all to bits. Get out. Faced with the red-hot fury of Baba Yaga, the Yule lads flee the premises. Cthulhu, Crystal, and Baba all head back to town, discouraged but not defeated, and a new day dawns. It is now Christmas Eve the 8th. Good morning, boss. Cthulhu opens his eyes. This time, he is not being smothered with a pillow. Can I ask you something, boss? It's early in the morning. No. It's about you. I'm listening. How'd you get your own game? Two, actually. There's also a Cthulhu Saves the World. I've been trying to pitch developers on Baba Yaga's Poultry Tycoon, but nobody's greenlighting it. No wonder. That's a terrible name for a video game. Just look at Cthulhu Saves Christmas. Cthulhu is me, so it's awesome. Everybody likes saving things, and Christmas? Ka-ching. So it's all just one big money grab where you pick popular words and string them together? Not quite. You still need a great elevator pitch. Nobody wants tycoon chickens, but a dating sim where everyone's a rooster or a chicken? That would sell. And you could use the same portraits for all the chickens and save money on asset production. Nobody would even notice. The right people would notice. Catchy name, a non-existent budget, and a bizarre concept are your tickets to video game superstardom. But I want my video game to be good. Sorry, I wasn't listening. My agent just landed me a starring role in a new pachinko game. I'll be going now, boss. Good talk. I think Alyssa LaSalle? I think Alyssa LaSalle from Comic Star Heroine is in town. Maybe she could offer some pointers. That's it for today. The voice from beyond demands you go to sleep. It is now Christmas Eve the 9th. Here we go. More things I could do. Oh, yeah. Eggy dress. Yeah. Cthulhu decides to spend some time with Baba Yaga. Hey boss, I want to show you something. Baba leads Cthulhu to a small hut on the outskirts of town. Ta-da! It's my house! Isn't it cool? It's just a hut. Now it's just a hut, but I've been working hard on it and it won't stay that way forever. What do you have in mind? I'm going to turn it into the world's very first living chicken hut. So it's a hut that also clucks at you? That's weird. No, it's not for chickens. The hut itself will be part chicken. But why? Who would possibly want that? It wouldn't. All the loyalty of a chicken and the long legs of a chicken, all in the comfort of your own home. Just imagine it, boss. You wake up in the morning and your house has already laid an egg and made you breakfast. Or what if you want to travel? Just say the word to your house and it'll stand up and walk you there. Going to make a fortune selling these things. There's only one problem. I can think of a lot of problems, but which one do you have in mind? I only have a regular hut now. All my attempts to turn it into a chicken hut have failed. That's where you come in. With your powers, we could crack this egg. What do you say? Fusing a chicken brain into a hut is such a bad idea that I can't help but want to participate. I'm in. Yay! Did you hear that, Cluck Cluck? We're going to make a chicken hut friend for you. After their discussion, Baba decides to clean up around the hut and discovers a useful piece of equipment hidden in the mess. Cthulhu got an eggy dress. This armor for Baba gives her bonus chicken power at the start of combat. The names of the mechanics even are just like... They just don't even seem like they matter. Cthulhu decides to go to the assembly hall where a meeting is already in progress. Everyone, welcome to this session of Cultists Anonymous. I'm your group leader, Rose Thalen. Hi, Rose. Remember, this is a place free from blame and censure. If you feel comfortable sharing, that's great. If you don't, that's okay too. The important thing is that you move at your own pace. First order of business. Do we have any new members? All eyes turn toward Cthulhu. Yes, it is I, the great Cthulhu. Bow down and worship me. Hi, Cthulhu. Glad to have you here, Cthulhu. Now, I think I see another new face over there. Hi, Rose. My name is Bob, and I've been cult-free for almost a year now. Yeah, that was pretty much my feeling about this game, too. Look at that mess. Get out of here, crazy spam. That's wonderful to hear, Bob. I know everyone says that the first year is the hardest, but that's misleading. Every year is the hardest. I'm glad that you've chosen to come to our little organization. Everyone's family here. Wait a second. Did no one hear me? I'm Cthulhu. Hi, Cthulhu. That's it? Normally, when I announce myself, people cower in fear, lose their minds, and become my abject slaves. It's not really our purpose here, Cthulhu. This is a safe place for ex-cultists to gather together and through our unique 12-step program return to normality. I don't understand. You don't have to. You're welcome to keep coming. The mere fact that you came today shows that you're ready to begin your own journey of healing. Cthulhu leaves the assembly hall, thoroughly confused. Cthulhu stops by the mall and buys something. It fails to fill the void within. Cthulhu got a feather pestle. This weapon for Baba gives her bonus chicken power at the start of combat. It is now Christmas Eve the 11th. Manga. Cthulhu decides to go to the movie theater. Cthulhu, I didn't expect to see you here. I have a few free movie ticket vouchers you're welcome to have. Cthulhu receives 4 movie ticket vouchers. Each one is valid for any movie here. Since you've never been here before, let me tell you all about it. This hallowed institute used to be one of Santa's workshops, but when he moved to his current place, it went into disrepair. But then a plucky young entrepreneur bought out the place and turned it into a full-time cinema. Yes, Christmas Eve the 11th. They called out once that made no damn sense. On Christmas Eve the 2nd, the narrator admits that it feels weird. So basically, you fight a boss, there's a week of bullshit in between, and then you go to the next area and fight another boss, and there's a week of bullshit in between. That's the rhythm that they're setting up so far. And the best part, they only play Christmas movies. That's the best part? Oh. Why'd you even come if you don't like Christmas movies? Boredom, mostly. What else was I gonna do? Something productive? So what's playing today? It's a version of the Christmas Carol where all the characters are played by dogs. Dogs! It's too late to back out now. Cthulhu and Crystal watch the dog movie. Oh. This is actually honey tea, so it's not water, but pretty close. Inside the theater, Cthulhu finds a discarded shopping bag and loots the contents. Cthulhu got a snow robe. This armor for Crystal boosts her ice damage. That was even worse than I expected, and I expected abysmal. I thought they'd at least dub the dogs. Dub dogs. 2 hours of barking. At least I learned a new method to drive someone insane. Yes, hydration is hydration, within reasonable limits. Don't give up on the theater just yet. Most of the movies are better than that, Drac. I don't believe you, but it's not like I have anything better to do. Besides, save my grandfather and Christmas. Yeah, but there's no hurry there when there's more terrible Christmas movies remaining to be seen. Now, Christmas Eve the 12th. Oh, brown egg. Oh, boy. Cthulhu decides to go to the mall. The mall proves to be quite busy, but Cthulhu fails to find any items that interest him enough to merit a purchase. Cthulhu sees an office door with a help wanted sign on it and decides to go in. I'll be straight with you. We're short on help, so I can't afford to be picky, and I feel like I should be picky with you. I completely understand. Need you to handle mall Santa duties. Ask the kids what they want for Christmas, say ho 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 a lot, you know the drill. Just tell them you've got a cold if they ask about your appearance. Cthulhu gets dressed in the mall Santa clothes. Surprisingly, they fit perfectly. The boy comes up and stands in front of Cthulhu. Oh, boy, what would you like for Christmas? Don't worry about my looks, I have the flu. Now, wouldn't you like to sit on Santa's lap? Beat it, kid. The boy leaves. A girl approaches. Merry talk to you, little girl. And what would you like Santa to bring you for Christmas this year? The light from the little girl's eyes dims as she begins to drool. Cthulhu still got it. Many children later, the day comes to a close. Yeah, I guess he didn't put on a fake beard, so he just has a tentacle beard. Terrifying. I gotta level with you, man. You're the worst mall Santa I've ever set eyes on. Thank you. Hysterical calls from parents are up 15% from last year. Last year wasn't great. But who am I kidding? Not like anybody else wanted a job. Here's your paycheck. Cthulhu got a fencing sword. This weapon for Cthulhu had disarm ailment to a slash ability. Neat. I doubt I'll get any better employees anytime soon, so come back anytime you want to make a few bucks. I mean, to be fair, it seemed like by the time that little girl knew what was going on, she just sort of went insane. You know, like, to gaze upon Cthulhu is to gaze upon the face of insanity. I ran into an old friend of Granddad, and he thinks he has a lead on another member of the League of Christmas Evil. This is Belsnickel. Belsnickel? Belsnickel. Our lawyers have demanded that we edit the following conversation. Hey, weren't you on Popular TV Show? I love Popular TV Show, especially when Popular TV character does funny thing. That wasn't actually me. That was a popular actor doing a popular TV character pretending to be me. Hey, did you know that I was on a different popular TV show? It was just a TV playing your other game on a background shot. Super easy to miss. What about me? Popular children's movie. Totally ripped me off. Our lawyers have okayed the rest of the conversation for public consumption. Spill the beans, Christmas hobo man. Where's the league hold up? I was in the land of sweets, having a nice chat with my friend the Nutcracker when an army of mice stormed the place. The Nutcracker fought bravely, but their numbers were too great. He shall never crack nuts again. That's horrible. Clearly the Mouse King is behind this. We must stop him. If we must, we must. Although, isn't the rat-filled dungeon typically the sewer dungeon? Sadly, we were unable to find an organic way of including a sewer dungeon in our Christmas-themed game. Please understand. Land of sweets. I can't wait. We could turn our adventure into a game. Fight a rat, eat a candy cane, win a battle, drink some hot cocoa, level up, devour a candy bar. That's the spirit. No point in adventuring on an empty stomach. Ho ho ho. Belsnickel has joined your party. It is now Christmas Eve the 14th. Yay sports, I didn't see your message. Or that message is your message. The land of sweets really is the best place for a wandering traveler like myself. Stone soup is so much better when the stones are gumdrops. The percent of chocolate concentration in the hills here actually goes up and down with the passing of the seasons. You haven't lived until you've eaten... you haven't lived until you've eaten winter dirt. That's far too dark for me. I much prefer spring dirt. It's a light milk chocolate with hint of hazel. It's so hard to read some of this. Let's have a picnic. Not a chance. Candy gives me gas. My dietitian has me on a strict diet of tormented souls. And soup. Ooh, these are tasty. Here, have a bite. Cluck, cluck. So, where is this so-called Rat King? Mouse King? That's what I said. Cluck, cluck says the smells mice down the path that way. Let's go kill some giant mice like a true RPG heroes. Oh, wait, I got new equipment. A metaphor for something, but what? Well, I think it's an interesting choice that armor literally just seems to give you more health. It's an interesting way to think about that, right? Because the armor protects you from damage, so it's like the armor is more resilient. You're not more resilient. I don't know why there's an entire conversation about eating dirt. It's just the writers. This is how the writers function. Oh, yes. 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 Okay. Live. Stunned by the chicken lady. These are surprisingly durable. Burn. There we go. I mean, I really like dark chocolate, so, but you know, like that 96% stuff is like kind of brutal. So I think I might actually be with you. First day of fall dirt probably would be kind of what I was looking for. Maybe like middle of autumn, depending on the mood I was in, but yeah, I think you might be right. You don't want to go too dark. Milk chocolate can be boring. Actually, a tiny bit of strategy in there, I think. Oh, but the dirt on this mountain tastes like chocolate. I don't want dirt. I want chocolate dirt. Ah. Come on, can't we take him out before his turn? Yes. Such tactics. Oh, wait, treasure. Ratty coat for Bell's Nickel. There you go, buddy. Welcome. That stun all is pretty nice. Such strategy. Very strategy. Extra whip. Whip it good. At some point, I may need to consider actually switching. Oh, thanks. Thanks for the cheers. At some point, I may need to consider actually switching up my abilities, but hasn't really been an issue just yet. Stun did not take. What time is it here? Quarter till 11. 22:46. Local mountainy time. I live in the mountain area, so wait, shit, where am I going? The mountains, so mountain time. Oh, West Coaster. I miss visiting the West Coast. I miss visiting anywhere, but I like the West Coast a lot. Not stunned. Am I going backwards and I just didn't realize it? I am absolutely going backwards and I didn't realize it. How did I do that? Where? See. Stop to look at chat for a second. Before you know it, you're going completely backwards like an idiot. I just followed my nose toward treasure. Some point, definitely gonna need to look at those other abilities. Maybe. So the fact that every piece of equipment seems to, like, massively enhance your stats kind of makes me wonder if those numbers are actually meaningful or if it's just hot made up garbage. Exterminate. We're going to exterminate you, so watch out. What in the holly and the ivy is that thing? Our greatest creation, the Mouse Smasher. For too long we've suffered under the foot of RPG heroes and that infernal nutcracker. We're more than just sources of easy XP. We have families and lives. And that nutcracker was the worst. Murderer of mice and nuts. And nothing we can do but die. But by working together, we can pilot this massive mech and destroy you all. Mouse Smasher makes it sound like it's designed to mash mice. Patience, Cluck Cluck. You can have all the mashed mice you want when we're done here. No, we shall do the mashing, not the other way around. You're going to want to change the name on that thing, or you would if I wasn't about to destroy it. You may be one of the deep ones, but we have the power of friendship on our side. That always works in these games. There are too many of us in this mech. We're not actually friends. I'm just here because you threatened us. My tail is stuck. Don't listen to them. They're just lighthearted from the lack of oxygen in here. It's a little lightheaded, but kind of like the idea of it being lighthearted from the lack of oxygen. Enough talk. Let's do this. Wah. Ooh. Coming out swinging. Gotta kill the little annoying minions first. Rawr. He's been made vulnerable. I don't know how long that lasts or exactly what the effect of that was. Oh, insanity always takes instant effect, right? Insane poison group of rats. Ailment up? Maybe they mean chance to inflict ailments? Weird. They all look insane. Defeated the Rat King. Gained some levels. Got some new abilities. Power failing. Mouse friendship insufficient for continued operation. Total failure in 3, 2, 1. Squeak. I'm going to ask you one time before I feed you to the girl's pet. Where is Santa Claus? The other 4 League of Christmas Evil members never told me. Even they think we're just vermin. Not good enough. Dinner time, cluck cluck. The crazed eyes of Baba Yaga's chicken are the last things the Mouse King sees before his mind mercifully shuts down. The eyes of a chicken? Who can say? There are only demons and fiends here. Now Christmas Eve the 15th. I'm going to miss Mr. Nutcracker. I journeyed to the land of sweets often to replenish my candy supply. You don't look like you'd have a sweet tooth. No, it's to give to the good children of the world. Good children get candy. Bad children get hit with my switch. So you go around beating random people's children? I underestimated you. Just the naughty ones that deserve it. They all deserve it. I knew I recognized you. You came to my hut last year and started attacking me. Deserved it. I'll show you who deserved it. Cluck Cluck, attack! Cluck Cluck shows no inclination of attacking. Even the chicken knows I'm right. Maybe I've been misreading this whole Christmas holiday. I'm all for old guys beating up kids. And Santa's okay with this? Santa and I are actually close friends. It's true. Uncle Belsnickel has a permanent invitation for Christmas dinner at Granddad's house. And Santa's okay with the child abuse? As long as he doesn't have to do it himself. He has a reputation to preserve. It's a grave responsibility, but one I'm happy to bear. Come clean. You're saying you don't derive You're saying you don't derive any pleasure from hitting kids with sticks? Belsnickel looks at Baba Yaga. Maybe a little. Sharp tentacle. I mean, yes. Cthulhu decides to spend his day at the Christmas Land graveyard. Many of the tombstones have holly wreaths placed in front of them. Candy canes are also a frequent occurrence. Cthulhu decides to read a few of the messages on the gravestones. Melinda Greeland, first victim of the Great Winter Uprising of 2010, dreamt to death by a horde of cyber elves. Godleb Azdaman, beloved son, father, uncle, nephew, cousin, step-cousin, boyfriend, pen pal, chiropractor, and radiologist. Alfwin Ors. In the end, he did not win. In the end was him. Teresa Tess, if we could have one more moment with you, we'd ask what the Wi-Fi password was. Sander Leche, remember to put a funny message here before the game ships. Hiroki Smith, a lesson to us all. That lesson being to never spook a reindeer while standing within kicking distance. Cthulhu tires of reading the gravestone messages. Cthulhu sees a woman in a purple dress kneeling in front of a large tombstone. Cthulhu approaches the woman, but when she sees him, she runs off. Maybe if you return to the graveyard another day, you'd be able to talk to her. Next to one of the gravestones, Cthulhu sees a chicken laying an egg. Badly. Cthulhu got a rotten egg. This accessory for Baba boosts her poison damage. Yay. Poison damage. I want cat ears. Cthulhu decides to go to the pet store. You look like a discerning individual. Can I interest you in a Pomeranian, a Shiba Inu, an Irremote cat? I haven't destroyed the world yet, Panda. We have acquired a bunch more of equipment that doesn't seem to make any dramatic difference because the battles are pretty easy, but I feel like that's by design. We destroyed one or two more of the Christmas League of Evil, depending on when you dropped out. Yeah, we're back in town now. I am just browsing. Leave me be, feeble mortal, before I cause your brain to leak out of your ears. The owner decides now is a good time to tidy up other parts of the store. Cthulhu? Is that you? Pause. What are you doing here? Altharian slave traders caught me when I was separated from the rest of my crew. Several transactions later, I ended up here. They've been injecting me with a drug that suppresses my powers, so I'm not able to break out myself. Please, you have to help me. What's in it for me? Satisfaction of helping out an alien in need? You're going to have to try a lot harder than that. I'm locked up in a cat cage. I don't exactly have a lot to barter with. You know what I want. No, you wouldn't. I would. The Altharian attachable ears have been a holy relic in my family for generations. And I want them. No, that's not negotiable. It has to be something else you want. Can you restore my power? I didn't think so. Please be reasonable. When have I ever been reasonable? Fine, take them. Cthulhu got the cat ears. This item can inflict charm on an enemy. Now, come on and get me out of here. I'm not really feeling it today. Maybe next time. Squid-brained old one, get back here. Cthulhu leaves the pet store. It's now Christmas Eve the 18th. The sheer level of insanity nonsense is pretty delightful, really. You're a sight for sore eyes, dear. We need a new display at the front of the store to entice people to come in. Problem is, our regular decorator found a better job at a non-profit, so I have to scrape the bottom of the barrel. I'll make a one-of-a-kind display that will take your breath away. I have no doubt. Now leave me before I change my mind. Cthulhu heads off to the front of the store to see what he has to work with. Let's see, a train set, some fake snow, some Christmas trees, scatter some presents haphazardly, put the really expensive toys in the front and the cheap stuff in the back. Now add some Eldritch horrors and some pocket non-Euclidean spaces here and there, and that should be it. It's been a while since the last customer entered the mall. The day comes to a close. You weren't kidding when you made that display. I almost choked myself to death. We had our worst day of sales ever thanks to you, but I did manage to get a lot of reading in, so I guess I owe you that. Here's your paycheck, and I'll leave before I change my mind and fire you. Cthulhu gets a growing tentacle. This accessory for Cthulhu regenerates HP. That's handy. Oh, you can open the menu from here. Nutritional but tasteless. Blech. Ooh. Now that we have a full party of playable characters, we can jingle all the way to rescuing Santa. How about it, narrator? Let's say we skip all the silly relationship stuff and get right to the meat of things. Not a chance. People don't want regular RPGs these days. They want life sims with a little RPG on top. People are dumb. Literally have not saved this entire time, and it doesn't appear to autosave. Cthulhu decides to spend some more time with Crystal. Let's go get some ice cream. Cthulhu and Crystal go to an ice cream parlor. It's a cold day, so there aren't many people there. This is my favorite place for ice cream. The designs are ultra cute and everything tastes amazing. Crystal's ice cream arrives, and it's 3 scoops of vanilla set up like a snowman. Cthulhu's ice cream is dressed up to look like a penguin. Just don't turn it off. If only I could prevent that. Actually, that was one interesting thing that Google Stadia did, is if you are disconnected, the game state just waits for you patiently for up to like 10 or 15 minutes. So if my computer died, if the power went out, if the network went down, whatever sad thing happened, you can actually kind of jump back in. Now, if it crashes on their end, I can't do anything about that. But there are some other parts of the chain you're protected against. The ice cream is eaten in silence. Not bad, but tormented souls are still the tastiest. Every Christmas day, my grandpa would take me here to celebrate a successful night of work. He'd always order the pistachio ice cream in the shape of a Christmas tree. He'd even do a bit of magic to make the star on top twinkle. Just the thought that I might never see him again makes me feel... No, I can't think about that. It's too awful. Crystal looks like she's about to cry. Try to comfort her, mock her pain. Even if you manage to rescue Santa, he'll just get destroyed when I take over the world. Either way, you're doomed. Yes, if Google crashes, then we're doomed. What a horrible thing to say. No, I see. In your own weird way, you're trying to tell me to focus on the now and not worry about the future. That was not my intention. I'm okay now. Thank you. As a bonus for being the 100th customer of the day, your ice cream shop gives Cthulhu a special prize. Cthulhu got a mystic cloak. So weird. I'm sorry, this week is almost over and I don't have any leads on our next target. I'm at a loss. Nothing to report, boss. Foolish followers. You just need to have faith in the narrator's ability to come up with a contrived reason to keep this video game going. Just then, a flying reindeer comes crashing into the ground in front of you. Right on cue. Robbie the reindeer, what happened to you? The reindeer is bleeding heavily from several open wounds. Oh, it's terrible, just terrible, Snow Maiden. All of the reindeer have been locked up and are being treated horribly. We tried to fight back and escape, but I'm the only one who got out, and I'm afraid they're treating the others even worse now. Who's responsible for this? It's the Mary Lude. She's always been jealous of us reindeer for being Santa's preferred mode of transportation, and with him out of the picture. Mary Lude. There's a pun in there that is somehow just going like... whizzing right past. Oh. It's an undead skeleton horse. Try to keep up. Tentacled one, I beseech you, fly to my kinsmen post haste and rescue them from the Mary Lude. I don't know about any rescuing, but it would be my pleasure to grind that skeleton into dust. But first, we need to treat your wounds. Forget about me. The longer you wait, the more torment the other reindeer will receive. Well, you see, the narrator only lets us do one major thing a day before telling us to go to sleep. It's a bother. And since we've already talked to you today, we're quite stuck. So just let me treat your wounds and we'll go fight the Mary Lude first thing tomorrow. Well, if you put it that way, then I must accept your kind offer. No, there's no time for pointless acts of kindness. We must go to sleep now. Actually, there's a little time left, so if you want to... No! I'll not save pointless NPCs just because I have nothing better to do. But no buts. Now hobble over to that free clinic and receive the care you urgently need sometime in the undisclosed future. And with that, the day finally draws to a close. It's now Christmas Eve the 21st. Oh, my gingerbread! Why, just a few days ago, the reindeer lands were a beautiful paradise with flowers. Everything has been destroyed. It's like a bomb went off here. Nicely put, Cluck Cluck. Yes, yes, it is a delightful wasteland, and we should thank the Mayor Lord for fine landscaping work. It does have a certain destructive flair to it if you squint at it really hard. Stop squinting! This place looks terrible! Remember, our goal is to defeat the Marilud and rescue Santa. What happens to the reindeer is of no consequence. I'm rescuing the reindeer. Of course you are. Just don't get in my way. Oh, Jesus. I didn't even notice. Does he have like a silly walk? Oh, I didn't equip her rotten egg. Got stunned. Oh, yeah, he does have kind of a big marchy march. Yeah, power walk is a good way to describe it. It's very places to be, important things to do. Yeah, there's random encounters, but they're aligned with the little, hey, you're about to get into an encounter thing. And if you hit one of the buttons right before, I guess you just like insta-win, or it skips the encounter, or some such thing. I haven't been able to make it work yet. Yeah, see the little counter down there at the bottom? That's how many battles are left. And I can do them all or not. But when that green goes to red, then you get into a battle. Oh, wow. Yeah, you can really just skip it. Although it's not like you win, you just skip it. Interesting. So many rounds. So many rounds. I'm sorry, I know the button mashing is everybody's favorite part of Twitch streaming. I should probably start to try to commit some of those symbols to memory. But I'm not. Oh, my goodness. That animation was pretty upsetting. Yeah. Man, really did a number on this place. Fire! 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 Chicken stun. Holy crap, it worked. Okay. I feel like the world is just looping around in circles. Or they just really phoned in the design of this area, which I mean is, you know, it's possible. Stun chicken. Showed them what's up. Rawr. Rawr. Stun does not hit often. I really expected there to be like a, oh, you can make it skip most of their turns by being clever, but no, not really. I mean, it's not like we're coming close to death here, so it's pretty okay. Ah, here we go. The locked up reindeer are over there, along with the Merry Lord. How do you like my handiwork, granddaughter of the Jolly One? This game has like 1,000,000 characters, and they're being introduced so fast. I'm struggling to come up with decent voices. How could you? How could I? How could I? Year after year, the Jolly One ignored me in favor of flying deer. I can fly. I could pull a sleigh. I could appear in Christmas cards and have festive songs written about me. Actually, you do have some songs about you. None that have gone platinum. I hate to interrupt this wine fest, but I'm on a tight schedule here. It's time for you two to disappear. I would have thought a fellow undead would understand. Oh, I'm not undead. Really? I was positive. Probably thinking of Breath of Death. God damn it. Right. It's a common mistake. The undead heroes are in the other game. No joking? My other game and the undead game are usually bundled together, so it's an easy mistake to make. My apologies. Think nothing of it. Now it's time for you to die. Well, die again. I'll make sure it takes this time. Oh, he's by himself. He's instantly making them go insane bad, because it seems pretty great. Oh, fire. There we go. Vulnerable? I don't want to be vulnerable. Mortar combat. They've taken way more of a beating than I would have thought. Now he sucks a little bit more. It's gonna get low on abilities here. Yep, got him. This cannot be! How could I have been defeated so easily? It happens to the best of villains. Nothing to be ashamed of. It will take years for this land to regain its former beauty, but you can begin to atone by telling us where Santa is. I know not. The other 3 members of the Christmas League of Evil keep his location a tight secret. Grandfather, I will rescue you, no matter what the cost. Where can we find the next League member? Answer me. Oh, don't worry about that. It'll find you. And with that, the merry law vanishes. That was ominous. What next, boss? We should return back to town and prepare for the fights ahead. Quickly, before the locked-up reindeer notice and make us rescue them. Fine, you can let them go free. Can't believe your Dark Lord, who is me, is so benevolent. I haven't been able to find anything about the remaining League of Christmas Evil members. You worry too much. Take it easy. The Merry Little Rods said they would come to us. Relax. Relax? How can I possibly relax? Every day that we don't rescue Santa is another day that Christmas doesn't go. Oh, that's why it's still Christmas Eve. That's why it's still Christmas Eve. Is it really so bad for it to be perpetually Christmas Eve? All the anticipation of presents without the crushing disappointment. I'm with you, boss. I never get what I want for Christmas. That's because you two are on the naughty list. Your experience isn't indicative of everyone else. You're telling me that Cluck Cluck doesn't deserve any presents? That can't be right. Chicken presents aren't really under Santa's jurisdiction. He has claws in his name. I shouldn't need a chicken claws just to get some presents for Cluck Cluck. Hey, you three. Has this town always sounded this gloomy? Now that you mention it, the carolers do sound less lively than normal. Could it be a portent? Can carolers sense impending doom? Is that a power they have? Yes, carolers can sense impending doom, just like cows can tell the weather. Or maybe it's not that carolers can sense doom so much as they're part of it. That theory is so ridiculous, it must be true. Boom! Sane level 20. Alright, I think we can get through one more Evil League member, which means we gotta go through another week. Ooh, a sharp tentacle. Cthulhu decides to go back to the movie theater. I knew you'd come back. Nothing good was on TV. Well, we're in for a treat today. It's a romantic comedy about an ornament designer and a young mall Santa who travel through time. Seen it? No, you're thinking of the original. The remake just came out today. Let's get this over with. Cthulhu and Crystal watched the movie. That was not awful. What are you talking about? It was amazing. I loved the scene where they had to hide in a closet from the future selves and it turns out they brought them mistletoe. Or how about that scene where the kid from the future starts a chain reaction that wins them the luge race? I thought the original was better. Given the time, you old fogey, the original wasn't even in color. Perhaps, but you have to admit that the tap dancing was very impressive for individuals with only 2 legs. Have you seen tap dancing with more legs? You don't want to know what I've seen. So many legs. So many shoes. I'll stick with my movies, thanks. As Cthulhu leaves the area, he steps on something painful. Cthulhu got a sharp tentacle. This accessory for Cthulhu boosts his stats and taunts enemies. Yep. Gotta murder harder. Alright, I'll get the manga. Want to know what it is. Cthulhu decides to return to the assembly hall. Another meeting of Cultists Anonymous is already in session. It was all on this and on that. I just felt like there should be more for me in life. There isn't. I know everyone says Lord Cthulhu is going to come and devour our souls, but just look at him. Does that thing look like he's capable of devouring anyone's souls? Ooh. Got me some hiccups. A temporary setback. Soon as I regain my power, I shall destroy the world. Please, Cthulhu, I'm trying to share here. No, this is good. Confronting your demons head on is one of the best ways to release yourself from them. Now, Bob, is there anything you'd like to share with Cthulhu? I just feel like you've been lying to me all these years. Either devour the world or don't, but the constant empty promises are tiring. When I devour the world, I'm going to eat you last. Now, Cthulhu, there's no need to be hateful. Look into my eyes. Not a chance. Recruit me into an elder cult, shame on you. Recruit me into an elder cult twice, shame on me. Things are so much easier in Innsmouth. Bob, I think you've made some important strides today. Cthulhu, thank you for your ineffectual opposition. You've really made a difference. No, this can't be possible. Help yourself to a few cookies on your way out. Until next time, stay strong. Next to the cookies is a pile of books, magazines, and other reading materials. Cthulhu swipes one. Cthulhu got a manga. This item inflicts insanity on all. Good. Ooh. Cthulhu decides to spend some time with Belsnickel. Cthulhu, it's good to see you. I was hoping you'd come visit me sometime. Really? You want to spend time with me? Is that so hard to believe? In fact, I have a little gift for you. Candy! Belsnickel throws a handful of candy up into the air. Weird, man. Very weird. You should hand things to people, like a regular person. Pick up the candy, if you dare. So that's how you're playing this? Fine. Yeah! Cthulhu lunges for a candy bar, but before he reaches it, his hand is struck by a whip. Ouch, 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 ouch. Cthulhu, you've been very naughty. I'm not the one who just whips someone for trying to get a piece of free candy. Besides, haven't you heard? I'm the good guy of this game. Be that as it may, rules are rules. Eat your candy, Cthulhu. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Mid-sentence, Cthulhu tries one more time to grab a piece of candy. This time, the whip knocks the candy out of the way. Then a follow-up snap of the whip strikes Cthulhu across the face. What is wrong with you? You don't want to know. I give up. Take your stupid candy. I'll buy my own at the store. Don't be like that. It's all in good fun. Here, take this one. Thanks. Ow! Again? Last time. Promise. On the way home, Cthulhu buys a whip to give to Belsnickel as a peace offering. Peace offering? That's ridiculous. I just want to higher stats from better gear. Cthulhu got a stone whip. The weapon for Belsnickel boosts earth damage. Yeah, it's all really weird, right? Like it's kind of funny, but it's like really weird funny. I'm most like it's the stakes are pretty low. So it doesn't feel like it's trying too hard. I mean, look at some of this artwork. It's really beautiful. Music's kind of fun. The mechanics are super complicated, but I don't think any of them actually seem to matter, like, at all. Okay, so these are other things I could be doing. Abilities I have seem to be working fine. Well, I want to look at the other people's nose. Why am I bothering with this? No, no. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. Crystal sword. Cthulhu decides to return to the assembly hall. The only one there today is Rose. I was hoping you would show up today, Cthulhu. Where's the rest of the group? Afraid that I'm gonna cause them to relapse? Hardly. Your attempts so far have been pitiful at best. The great old ones. Holt is right. The world has changed, and they've been left behind. In the past, it was enough to just stare at someone and drive them insane with the incomprehensible terror of your mere existence. But today's modern cultists want more than just subservience and insanity. They want 10-step plans and milestones. They want goals. Really not that different, you and I. Both have our cults. I'm just better at gaining followers than you. Who are you? Just a mortal who aspires to be something more. Someone even you could learn from. With those words, she leaves the building, dropping a sword as she leaves. You got a crystal sword. This weapon for Cthulhu also boosts his defense. Weird. Cthulhu wakes up to the sound of silence. Cthulhu, it's horrible. Everybody's gone. It's a snowman's land out there. Not everybody. I'm still here. I mean the NPCs, the townsfolk. They're all gone. Guess that's it for relationship building. And I was having so much fun having pointless conversations with losers. No, there are plenty of pointless conversations yet in store for you. Tongue. Doesn't feel like this is the end game. This must only be a temporary setback. The city feels so empty without the sound of carolers singing. We could make our own carols. I really think we should stick to the time-tested classics. I'll start! Chickens love Christmas. Chickens they do. Bark, bark, bark. Christmas. Bark, bark, bark. Presents. I'll go next. Toss out the candy, look for the kids. When they grab the candy, you hit their shins. Please stop. My turn. Cthulhu, Cthulhu, we all love Cthulhu. He sleeps in relay. When he wakes, our flesh will burn and we will learn the joy of Christmas Day. What on earth did that have to do with Christmas? Joy of Christmas Day, flesh burning, Cthulhu? How can I make it any clearer? I thought it was a neat song, boss. At least someone here appreciates quality music. Yeah. I don't think anyone's coming to attack us today, so let's turn in early. Sleepy time. It's now Christmas Eve, the 28th. Yeah. I felt the same way when I looked it up. Before I bought it, I actually was kind of like, how are the ratings for this and how long is it? Because, you know, you can't do a comedy that's the same length as the extended edition Lord of the Rings. You can't. You just can't. Cthulhu wakes up feeling cold. Even for him. Cthulhu always feels cold. I feel cold even for me, and I always feel cold. That's what I just said. Don't steal my lines. The city streets are frozen over and the whole place reeks of death. The Fifth League of Christmas Evil member must be out there somewhere waiting for us. But who could it be? Allow me to explain. Ah, Cluck Cluck, you're talking! In this dimension, chickens talk. A happy coincidence in an otherwise miserable world. This dimension? You've been brought to a pocket dimension that mirrors the world you know, but it is emptier, darker, eviler, and yes, a little chickenier. The people you know and love remain safe, but only if you were able to prevent this dimension from spilling into reality. How do we do that, Cluck Cluck? You must defeat the ruler of this world, Bel, before it grows too powerful for the dimension to contain. Bel must be the fourth member of the League of Christmas Evil. Bel is the world ender. He will ring the note that will shatter existence if given the opportunity. Beware the carolers and their song. Each accursed note that they chant grants Bel more and more strength. If Bel becomes too powerful, the world will be destroyed, and there's nothing anyone will be able to do to stop it. Not on my watch. Nobody destroys the world except me. Let's do this. Thank you for your help, Cluck Cluck. I live to serve, little miss. "15 battles here. Yeah, you know, it's funny you mentioned the fourth wall breaking, specifically getting old, because a lot of indie games lean hard on fourth wall breaking. Just for better or worse. So, often worse, but I don't know why exactly. Now, I think Bel will destroy the real world, like break out of this dimension. Because yes, that wouldn't be terribly upsetting. Things are putting up more of a fight than I feel like they should be. Go down. Okay. You always knew squirrels were evil. Got him. Cursed wand. Ooh. Where? Huh. It's loud. I'll give you that. I don't know why that menu noise is quite so loud. But yeah, it totally sounds like a wooden mallet on a wooden peg, doesn't it? I like it. Cat? Oh, I made it insane. And it looks really upsetting now. And I enraged it. And I point. Oh, Jesus. Hey. Just put that little guy down. Treasure. Stealth dress. I know it's probably the music is just benefiting from the fact that it's like very Christmassy. And it's Christmas time right now, but really digging the music. Wait, did I give him the... Yeah. Everybody carry on. Yeah, it's very Trans-Siberian Orchestra. It's totally true. Maybe that's why, because I do like them. I'm not a big concert goer, but I did go to one of their concerts once with a group of friends, and holy crap, do they put on a show. Like, god damn. Oh. That must be Belle. Belle is just a giant Christmas bell. A little on the nose, don't you think? There's two of them? This is bad. Belle has already begun to multiply to fill all space. What kind of voice am I gonna do for this? I am Bel. Before the deep ones, I was. Before the great old ones, I was. I am eternal. When my note rings out, nations fall, dimensions shatter, existence breaks. Don't let its appearance fool you. It's just trying to stall for time while its power increases. Fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la. Smash, smash the bell, silence the bell. Oh no, the bell. Here comes the bell. Oy. Oh. It's Bell, but it's also a bell. Get it? Get it. Okay, fast. My eyes, like, they're just kind of like great staring eyes. I didn't even notice that in the character portrait. It literally tells you exactly how much HP they have. How did I not notice that earlier? Okay, we got this. Yeah, see, we're fine. It says fine, everybody's fine. Chicken. His Unite skills suck. They barely murder everyone. Eggy. Yay, stunned. But how long will it last? Oh, just literally through their next turn. That's makes predicting that a little easier. Chicken girl is hurt. And we're done. What nonsense voice was I doing for this thing? I am Bell. I am eternal. I was eternal. Where's my grandfather? Where's Santa Claus? Not here. The other three, I mean 2 members of the League of Christmas Evil know where he is kept. You have bested me, sleeper of Relach. You fought well. Perhaps you are the chosen one after all. Always bet on Cthulhu. Bell fades away. You did it. Baba Yaga, you really did it. Yippee! With Bell defeated, this dimension will not last much longer. And when it is gone, you will return to your own dimension. But what about you, Cluck Cluck? What will happen to you? I will once again lose the power of speech and become just a regular chicken. Don't say that. You're no ordinary chicken. You're my best friend. You are too kind, little miss. I have so many questions I wanted to ask you. What's your favorite color? Your favorite number? Your favorite food? I like yellow and the number 10, and the Mouse King was most delicious. See, these are things I didn't know. If only we had more time. We have all the time in the world. I will remain forever on your head, little miss. Cluck, cluck. Ba-caw. No. Where? Baba Yaga cries for several minutes. Cluck, cluck looks for worms. Are you going to be okay? Yes, I have to be strong. For Cluck Cluck's sake. Powerful blizzard pummels the town, preventing anyone from going outside. A roaring fire, a cup of hot chocolate, a book of ancient curses. This is perfect. What could go wrong? Absolutely nothing. Seriously? You're not gonna do that switcheroo thing you do? Hey, I'm snowed in too. Take a day off. You deserve it. I do deserve it. The day passes uneventfully. The blizzard subsides. Tomorrow will be an ordinary day. All right. We're going to end this insanity here for now. I may find extra time to try and stream through this outside of my normal schedule. So if you want a good chance of seeing me finish Saving Christmas, drop follow if you haven't already done that. And otherwise, if I can't find such time, we'll be back to Nostalgia Goggles stuff and other nonsense I agree, Tiny Panda. I should do more tomorrow. It's Christmas. We're gonna do it. We're gonna make it a point to finish the whole game on stream between now and the end of Christmas Day. So yeah, that's it. That's what we're doing. We're gonna do that. So if you want to be part of that nonsense, drop follow. For now, I think we're good. I think we're good for now. Thanks for hanging out, friends.